Hi there, so welcome back to the channel. Today it's all about New Year, new goals and being over 50, the added bonus of the odd risk assessment. So here we are, over 50, New Year reality check. Instead of doing New Year's resolutions, which the chances are I'm going to fail, I've decided I'm going to do New Year with new goals and try and set myself goals which I can actually achieve and not feel like a failure by the end of it. Just because I'm over 50, it doesn't mean that I need a new me. I'm the same me, but I've actually Googled my symptoms. New Year's was pretty quiet. There's myself, my wife, my 3 dogs, and we was probably in bed by about 5 minutes past midnight. I suppose you can say we didn't really celebrate New Year's Eve. We more sort of woke up to New Year's Eve. I think most of it was spent trying to keep the dogs calm with the fireworks, which in itself was a mission. So having the 3 dogs, I feel like I'm some sort of 5-a-side football manager. I get no lie-ins, I get no privacy, I can't go to the toilet, I can't eat my dinner, I can't sit down and watch TV without being supervised by at least one of them. Because to be fair, they don't understand New Year's resolutions. They just understand routine. I mean, walk time's walk time. Whether it's raining, whether it's cold, whether it's snowing, whether you're halfway through a cup of coffee, walk time's walk time, and that's it. I do actually walk all 3 separately. So an hour walk probably takes me about 2.5 to 3 hours. I did try walking them together once, and to be honest, it was like an audition for Crufts, but the Chaos edition. So yeah, no, they all get walked separately now. So goal 1, which I've set myself, is getting back into running. So yeah, one goal this year is to try and get back into running. I used to do a lot of ultra running, up to 100 mile, and now I struggle to even run 5k. Because of that, do I need to let my insurance company know? I could be a little bit of a risk now. I mean, I would like to do another ultra, not sure if it fits in me now. So to be honest, my main aim is not about speed, it's not about distance. I'm more worried, am I going to get up off the sofa later on in the day after the run? Or am I going to end up walking like a penguin? I know now, as I'm now in my 50s, that I need to be more sensible. I know I need to learn how to do stretching properly. I know I need to try and source some trainers which look like they've been designed by NASA. And I also know that I need to keep an ear out for them dodgy noises which may be popping up as I'm running, or 5 hours later when I'm trying to get up off the sofa. I did start running before Christmas. I had a cold, so I had to stop. And I'm sure at one point I was breathing so heavy that it sounded like something had become loose. And my wife was actually walking the little dog, and she was saying to me that Honey actually watched me running and she got really concerned that something was wrong. And yeah, goal 2, I want to cook more. And with any luck, without instructions, I want to try and do proper food at home and not peel back the lid of some plastic container and look at it and think, is that for me or the dog? I know now with my body that cooking is a little bit different now. It's not about just chucking all the ingredients in. You need to think about what possibility is this food going to come back later and haunt you. I know I can't be too adventurous. I know I need to be a bit more cautious. And I obviously know that the dog's going to be there supervising every step of the way. I think from their eyes, they're doing me a favour because they're there ready to clean up the floor if I drop anything. No, they're ready to clear up the floor when I drop something. So goal 3 is to try and pay off more off the mortgage. I know that's not really rock and roll, but I think a lot of us in our 50s, it's a massive weight around our neck. And I think we all want to try and do that little bit extra to try and pay that little bit more off. How many times last year Steph and I spent looking at the mortgage balance and the bank details and statements and tried to work out how we can save a bit here and save a bit there to pay the bit more off of the mortgage, and then each month saying, that's another month, that's 2 months. To be honest, the excitement we're getting from that is ridiculous. That is real rock and roll. But to be honest, having less debt at my age of 54, it genuinely feels incredible. The amount of years in my 20s and my 30s, and probably my early 40s, I was in debt, and it always was like a noose. So to be really pretty debt-free, apart from the heavy weight of a mortgage, it genuinely feels incredible. I appreciate more now the calmness of it. I appreciate now the fact that I'm not waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning questioning why I bought something. I think goal 4 is my most important one, and that's to go climbing with my grandson. I talked about it last year to Steph and was saying to her I genuinely want to go climbing with the little one. I mean, I know he's going to be halfway up before I've probably even got the harness on, but I genuinely want to do it. I know there's going to be times where I'm going to be climbing and really wish that I'd probably done more stretching in 1998. But this really matters to me. Kids don't remember what you said. They remember what you've done. And I want to be that granddad. I want him to remember what I've done and what we've done as a granddad and grandson. And that genuinely means so much to me. And when we get home from the climbing, I want him to talk to me and say, Granddad, that was so much fun. And, you know, and I can say to him, wow, at least I tried, Jack. I know I needed some help down, but at least I tried, Jack. So yeah, that should have been number 1, to be honest. That is something which will be happening. Whether I do a video on that, I'm not sure. No, I will do a video on that. Over 50s goals with adjusted expectations. Goals change when you get older. They're not just about achievements, they're about survival. Feeling better, laughing more, trying to stand up without any sound effects or pulling anything unexpected. Some days I think I'm going to smash my goals. And other days I think my goal is just trying to get up in the morning without a drama, without having to sit down on the edge of the bed to put my socks on. But at the end of the day, they both count. So that's my New Year's goals. To be honest, realistic expectations, 3 dogs which count, and hopefully trying to get through the year without any major dramas. So if you're over 50, what's on your list of goals to achieve this year? Just remember, progress counts, even if you have to sit down at the end of it. And if you're over 50 and you're still trying, then you're doing it right, even if you are doing it slower. So thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I'll probably see you on the next one with any luck. After a dog walk, maybe during a dog walk, but probably after a lie down. Happy New Year, folks.